I work as a night shift security guard at a distribution warehouse just outside Tucson, Arizona. Most nights are quiet, almost too quiet. No visitors, no calls, just the hum of fluorescent lights and the occasional echo of my own footsteps. It's the kind of job where nothing ever happens. Until one night, something did. Something I still can't explain. And it all started with a voice on the CB radio. It was a Tuesday, around 1:15 in the morning. I was doing my usual rounds, sipping coffee that had gone cold hours ago, when my radio crackled to life. "Unit 3, do you copy?" The voice sounded. Wrong, too soft, too far away, like it was buried under static. Still, I answered, "Yeah, this is Unit 3. Who's this?" No response, faint breathing. Then, after a few seconds, "Please, is anyone there?" It didn't sound like any of the other guards. It didn't even sound like a guard at all, more like someone terrified. I immediately checked the duty roster. Only 2 other guards were on with me that night. I called them on a separate, secure channel. Both of them said they hadn't heard a thing. No interference, no distress calls, nothing. I switched back to my main channel. Silence. Then, through the static, I heard it again. "They locked me in. I can't get out. Please, help me." Every single hair on my arm stood straight up. It sounded close, way too close, like the signal was coming from inside the property. There's a section of the warehouse we don't use anymore. We call it the old loading bay. It was shut down after an accident years ago. A worker died there during a roof collapse back in 2012. The story goes that he was in T, found right away. That the body was discovered days later, buried under all the debris. That's exactly where the signal seemed to be the strongest. I grabbed my heavy-duty flashlight and started walking that way, the radio hissing and popping in my hand. Halfway there, the voice came back, clearer this time. "Don't go in there, still here." I froze in my tracks. The voice sounded weaker, fading in and out. Then the static stopped completely, and I swear I heard someone whisper my name. "Daniel." Nobody at work calls me by my first name over the radio. I took a deep breath and pushed open the heavy metal door to the bay. The air inside was cold and stale, like the place had been sealed for years. My flashlight flickered for a second, and then the beam landed on something sitting on an old workbench, a CB radio. It was old, covered in dust, but it was plugged into the wall, and it was still turned on. From its speaker, I heard a faint whisper, "Please, get me out." And then I heard footsteps. Behind me, slow, deliberate, crunching on the deep recovered floor. Just the echo of something breathing, far too close to be my imagination. I ran. I didn't even think, I just ran I radioed the other guards, my voice trembling, telling them to meet me by the main gate. At first, they thought I was messing with them, maybe pulling a prank, until they saw the look on my face. We went back together, all three of us, just to check. But when we got back to the loading bay, the radio on the bench was gone. Not moved, not unplugged, just gone. And the thick layer of dust on the table where it had been sitting, completely untouched. No footprints, no marks, absolutely nothing. I started doubting myself, thinking maybe I'd imagined the whole thing. Until the next morning, when I checked the CCTV footage. From 1 a.m. to 2:30 a.m., every single camera feed was corrupted, pure static, except for one single frozen still frame. It showed me, standing inside the bay, and right behind me, a dark, half-transparent shape of a man in a worker's uniform. An old uniform, with the company logo they stopped using in 2012. I quit 2 weeks later. I couldn't stand another night alone in that place. But here's the part that really gets to me. Sometimes, late at night, around 1:15 in the morning, my personal CB radio at home will turn itself on. And through the static, I hear the same voice. Please, don't leave me here. It's always the same time, always the same words. I've stopped responding now, because I finally understand something. Whoever's calling for help isn't someone who's still alive. And if you ever hear a voice coming through your radio, crying, begging, whispering your name, don't answer it. Because once you do, it never stops calling. Thanks for listening. If you liked this story, make sure to subscribe for more.